start to finish,
Gather.
what is the very first thing that we had to do? We had to identify the problem. So draw a line of learning under where you jotted that down and put this with me. So step 1, you identify the problem.
But there is no problem.
That's a step I.
Wait, hang on, let me finish writing.
So what's the problem?
Alright, wait. Shh. Now, you gotta quit talking and listen. Why, Mary Beth, did you make that egg package?
Oh yeah, we had to send the egg.
That's right. Our problem was we wanted to ship that egg from South Carolina to California without it breaking so Dr. Marshall could use it for research.
But we didn't do anything.
I read you the little scenario. So
Yeah,
we
but
were,
we didn't.
remember, I said pretend. So we had to identify the problem. Okay? Why do we want to identify the problem first? Well, but why do we want to, that's after you tested it. Well, why do you want to identify the problem before you ever start?
So you know what to do.
So you know what to do. If we just say, oh, I believe I'm going to make a end product. Well, what's it going to do? I don't know. Well, what's it going to help? I don't know. If you don't know what problem you're trying to solve, you don't have any direction. You're just shooting in the dark. Okay, you with me? Now, I put problem or need up here because sometimes it's not necessarily a problem. For example, PlayStation 3s are inventions, but they're not really solving a problem. They're meeting a need. Someone felt the need to be entertained. Okay? But everything that's ever made is an invention. You with me? Okay, what did you do next? Hang on. What did we do next?
Didn't we draw our prototype and
Incorrect.
Before that. We did that, but what did we do before that? Well, before we ordered the material, what did we do? Jack? You tested the material. Now,
I gotta
hang on.
move that one in.
Remember, we said we have to do some research. Your research was testing the material. So step 2 is research.
Wouldn't it be brainstorm or
Hang on.
think of solution?
Give me a second. First, you research. That's before the brainstorming. So we researched. I'm going to put a little arrow and make a little note here. We tested materials. So you can remember what that means, what you did. Okay?
Okay.
So you tested the materials. Is that the only way to do research? No. So everybody look at me. There are lots of ways to do research. You might do something like a survey. You might do an experiment. You might go online and look up information on the internet. You might test materials. There are a lot of different ways to do research. Okay? Now, what did you do after you tested the materials? What did you do next? Eric.
Brainstorm.
You brainstormed. What did you brainstorm to do?
Find a solution.
Find a solution to come up with a design, right? Okay, so the development part is the brainstorming. So you brainstorm. And then I'm going to put a little equal sign and I'm going to put design. That was your design that you drew. And everybody had their own design originally. What'd you do after you drew your own design?
Experiment.
Well, before you experimented.
Put it together.
Before you tested it.
Put it together.
You put it together. You came up, you met with your partner, you talked about each other's ideas and decided which you would use, and you came up with your design. Now, what did you do after